I can chat on Discord, and I think if you chat on my Discord, um, it'll go onto the YouTube stream. I think. No. It's only your right wing racists on kick. Nobody else is. Nah.
All the racist kickers. No. YouTube is where you want to be. That's where the legitimate folks are. On Twitch. Yeah, I guess it's the whole. Yeah, I guess that's the whole thing. Not that. Well, would I watch? Like, I tried watching a Twitch stream before, but I don't know. It's the. Yeah, you have to like the person, right? You have to their personality, and then you have to have some kind of bonding with them, right? Like, oh, I like the way you play this game. Like, there's like some Twitch girls that I like. I find super attractive, but I still don't necessarily watch their streams because it's like, well, it's too much dedication. Like, if it was actually, honestly, I think maybe if the Twitch app was on my Apple TV, then maybe. But like, look, I don't watch media on my phone and stuff, so I don't consume media in that way. So I'm not gonna like, watch you on my phone on a tiny screen. Plus, like, I want to watch you, not the game. So if you put yourself in a little square in the corner, it's like, well, you know, I want to interact with you more than the game. Unless you're really good at the game, which is, well, rare. Not because they're a girl, but just because, um, I don't know, most people suck at games. Joe, well, yeah, I just don't like his personality, I guess. That's the whole thing. Okay. The stutter. Yeah. Well, he's got a lisp. I don't know. Like, look, if he has some like, new weapons and stuff. No, actually, no, no. There's no. I don't know. I never really got into him. That's the whole thing, right? Like J God, he just like told me the weapons. This is why it's good. This is why it's not good. Here's my chart. I'm like, all right, I trust your chart, and then that was it, right? I think he did some other stuff like podcasts and tried to expand outside of like that thing. But like, I don't know. I'm not there to like be your friend, right? Like, I'm not there to like, oh, I wonder what else he's doing or watch him play the full game and stuff like that. Like, watching clips and stuff is one thing because it's like, okay, like maybe I'm interested in like how you like defended that point or something, or like your play style or whatever. But I don't know. I could never really get into the whole just follow somebody and like watch them, right? Because even like the people that I watch, right? Like the Chinese guy and the girl. It's like they're watching memes and stuff, and it's like yeah, but they're cool. So like, look, I'll watch it with them because they're like compiling them together. But if not, like, I'm not like gonna start scrolling for memes all day. Like, I don't give a shit enough about it, right? They were cool. They were funny. Yeah. Fine.
You know, for a monument to the wealth of the elite built on the backs of the working class, it's real pretty. I guess.
What's on your mind?
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma.
Hmm.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt. Black Hole Birdie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, exactly. Like, look. Mm. Yeah, well, Call of Duty, the PS5 Pro or whatever can do 240. My TV can do it, but only at 1080p. I can do 240 hertz. So technically, I can do 240 FPS. Well, actually, no. I think my PS5 can do 240 at 1080p. Because now I'm doing 1440p at 120 FPS.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to
Yeah, I'm
see
trying to
you.
balance. Oh wait, my game's talking. Yeah, I'm trying to balance it for quality. Yeah, and speed, right? Because like, yeah, I can go 1080p, but because my TV's so far, it's going to be too big. Yeah, I guess I'd have to see what my field of view is like on 1080p. Because I remember going from 1080p to 4K, and like everything was just so much crisper that like I went up like zero point 0.5 KD just from like that change alone, and then going from 2K 4K to 120 FPS, then that was a whole jump for my skill because my shots were like, yeah, my shots were hitting more, right? Instead of getting lost shots or whatever, it felt like they were just hitting more. So now, like when I saw somebody, even from like a relatively far range, I could still track them enough that I would usually break them before they get into cover. You know, versus before it was like, yeah, it felt like they were getting to cover and they weren't broken yet. Right? It's like those extra 1-2 shots where like it just broke them that I felt I wasn't getting from those extra frames. Because even with the same guns, right? Because I switched like in the mid of a season, and I was just like, whoa, shooting afar, yeah, especially sniping and stuff like that. I feel like it was smoother, so it was like easier for me to do it. Because I sniped for like quite a bit after I got the upgrade. There was a whole like 2 seasons where I was like, wow. I was also learning to snipe because I felt like I needed to, but compared to before, like it felt like a big change. Well, if the data center, Yeah, exactly. You know, if the data center is downtown, well, ideally you want to be closer to the server in your region, right? You know, unless you're going to move regions, but also, yeah, because if you go into certain regions, oh, I wonder, huh? I remember somebody saying something about. Yeah, where somebody was saying that because like they were in Texas or something, and like Texas had all of like the schools for the pros or whatever, that they would always get connected with them. They would always get lobbies with them. And they were saying like, oh, it's so annoying because it's like, yeah, like fine, we're in the same region, but like, you know, we shouldn't be in the same category. Right? But the problem with pros is that like there's only so many pros. They gotta put them in lower categories. No, it's always going to be the masses. The masses just aren't that good. Right? The masses are just not that good. The regular people that just want to play. Right? If you don't have a background in FPSs, like imagine, don't you remember how many random Warzone people we would get that were like fucking retirees or like fucking yeah, me and Buddy over here. Yeah. Video games. Jeez.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you. An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential. I work with the materials to which I have access. Halcyon has no shortage of rifles. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful...
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but you'll want to peer into the amplifier.
But you used to get you say like blah blah blah. You used to get into these conversations all the time. I'm the one who was always like, we don't have to talk to them, do we? Like, let's just play the game. Like, oh yeah, oh hey buddy, and blah blah blah. Like I didn't know we're gonna. You used to always get into conversations with all these random people. You love fucking chit chatting these fucking people, peering into their lives. Like, you fucking love that shit. Fucking retards.
timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The discrepancy. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen.
The cat's got the
Unscheduled
zoomies.
expiration of. Begin amplification. The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in
Ooh.
assisting you.
Joy and satisfaction. Oh, one viewer. Is that you? Are you my one viewer? Or is this another bot? I don't know. I always call my viewers bots because I assume they're robots. I don't know because I don't. Yeah. Maybe they want my voice. No. A YouTube influencer. That's what I am. I'm influencing your perspective on this game in the most positive way I know how. Yeah, by talking shit. That's exactly right. Warlocks. No, I'm playing a space game. Nancy Drew. No, you should come on Discord. That way, yeah. Promote your watch brand.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
Well, so does that mean you're not going to endorse me? I want the full endorsement of the DPG. The Triple M. View channel. Where's my Chee peekaboo. Fancy. So you're not watching my stream? Do the family stuff. Damn, son.
This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
All right. Well, well, you can watch while as you're talking on Discord on the YouTube, right?
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved.
Alrighty, ready. Ugh. Let me set things up here. Let me self-promote. All right, we're back. All right, let's focus. So I got the thingy.
Seems you found residue from a spill. Bertie Holcomb. I hadn't considered that. The two of them... I'll make a note of your discovery. Thank you, Inspector.
No problemo.
Take a look at the crime scene. I'll stay out of your way until you're done.
Okay, is there any more things to scan?
Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants. Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint. Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonial.
Not far from the Grand Colonial. Okay.
This deduction appears...
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards.
What?
Contact him through
Ludovico?
the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Shake. I'm a shake. Are you shake. Boom, boom. I'm the shake. Okay, I'm losing my mind. One step at a time. Okay, I'm back.
The Purpleberry Orchards. And a footprint. With the help of my I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate. My apologies, Inspector. I've not yet finished... Oh, good. One of my... Because you're the Inspector. I'm only too eager to give you my cooperation, Inspector. It's been my dream to see my beloved amplifier put to good use in the field. I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care Because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century. You don't miss a thing, do you, Inspector? I can see why the constable recommended hiring you. Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice. You sure you don't want to know anything else?
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Why is everybody staring? Didn't nobody teach them to respect the dead? Oh gosh, is that Miss Helen? Can we see? I'm going.
Why is this not stealing?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you.
Okay.
Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
Okay, that was fair.
I understand. There's much to see and do in the Grand Colonial, and I'm not hurt just because you didn't come here to see me. Not that hurt, anyhow. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you. Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any... His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something.
An
A little
autograph?
beyond his station.
You operate the elevator.
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
No one said shit about that.
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Well, well, well. This one's got the bloodlust, huh? Alright, I'm getting some ice cream. Damn. It's a big boy lid. Okay, so did I know anything about the Marauders? I feel like I didn't know anything about the Marauders. Alright, this is the first time the Marauders come into play. So far, we're at the garden. The last update I had. Berries in his shoe, some laxatives. Industrial grade laxatives. What does that mean, like, for animals? Is that what that means? I don't know. I don't know. Ugh, it's snowing some more, bro. Ugh. Not down. Okay. Well, I feel like I don't know. I feel like this is like a bitch thing to say. Okay, that's enough. I'm supposed to talk to her anyways. Jeez, I wish I could do that in real life. Just like, oh yeah, let me just access this computer.
I'm sorry, ma'am,
Just
but
give me
while
2
the
seconds,
hotel
don't
is
worry
an
about
active
it.
crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
This voice, bro. She's got me by the heartstrings. I think I found my future voice.
Why, you? Oh, Mr. Kincannon. He runs all sublet underground operations in the Eridanus Atmospheric Complex, including the Grand Colonia Hotel. But he keeps his office down in the warehouse district, near the docks. If you should require to meet with him in person, you're most likely to find him there. While you're here, Inspector, could I set you up with a room?
Yeah, but
For you? Only the best, ma'am, of course. You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer. My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed. Everyone wanted to be around Helen. She could usually be seen alongside Bertie or Woolrich, for obvious reasons.
Whoa, okay.
Ah, Bertie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Damn.
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clear. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade. That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you? A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so. It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
This voice, bro, I don't want to leave.
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health. Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him. Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Arizzo's plant, either. Of course, your interest is my pleasure.
Oh, I don't know. I might have missed my shot with her.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards. The prize is supposed to be something valuable.
Puzzle hedges. Okay.
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
Nice.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
I did not read about this kind of treatment in the service agreement papers.
Okay.
Murder or no murder?
Okay. So then I would want... Oh, it's these ones. These ones were making all the noise. 46 heavy. 46? That seems low. Hmm. Ooh, a Mark III. At 1,002 level 29. Hmm. Ooh, 67 at 25. Yeah, I feel like I should buy these. Wait, I already have a Mark III? After did I get that? $63. 63 for 2,000. Yeah, why is this one so much cheaper? That one's pristine. Does pristine do anything? It's $50 more, fine. For the other one, but this one being 2K. I don't know.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. What authorized floor can I bring you to? Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Why is Ellie here? Oh, everybody came? Oh, all right, all right, all right. I wasn't aware.
I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice.
Okay.
You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here?
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam units murder the competition.
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen,
Okay. Okay. 80. It's 70 minus 5. Yeah, I'm just not sure that hacking is super worth it. It does seem to be slowing me down. Actually, you know what? No, it does seem to be slowing me down. Lockpicking and hacking just means I have to find an alternate route. But that alternate route can be convoluted. So just being able to hack it straight up is so much easier. Yeah, let's go back up to... Let's catch up on our hacking. Our weapon skills, everything else is good. There's no reason not to... There's no reason why we wouldn't want to up to...
Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol.
Oh. By default, it jumps me back. I don't think I realized that.
Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time?
Okay.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Who are you now? Why are you mean to me, my angel? Lose my train of thought. It's 8 p.m. Oh yeah, I made tomato sauce yesterday. Just don't want to eat too late. What do I have tomorrow? Oh yeah. Oh wait, is that downtown? Oh yeah, I think I have drinks downtown. Damn. Lose my train of thought. Okay. Structural cash. We show them.
It's the circumstances of her death that trouble me. Our spokesperson was murdered just before the grand unveiling of Spectrum Brown. If I belonged to a rival company, I'd be ecstatic. It's always a possibility. Corporate sabotage is practically a Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation. Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. You have a lead to chase. Law speed.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking? Good. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor... Oh, so sorry, but what authorized floor can... To the...
Okay.
What's on your mind? Why would anybody bring raptidons up here? Don't this hotel have a policy on animals?
I wonder if I bring the cleaning robot, if you can talk to the other cleaning robots. Ooh, hello. $84 at 30. Okay. Yeah, I would not trust living in a place that had like all these things flying. Like, oh, the fear of that failing.
Hey, I think I know this place. Didn't they try to film an episode of Masked Marketeer up here?
Stunning. I told you, didn't I? The view's fit.
Some people say Terror on Monarch is just board propaganda designed to poison our consciousness. Those people are wrong. Terror on Monarch is the highest quality entertainment this colony's ever made. Yeah, boss?
The profit of profitability's product. Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
So I guess I can only really go over there. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, especially if we have eventual access to the other levels. Oh. Hotel guest died. Was that from the attack? Ultra. Shot cannon, ultra.
I haven't heard, but we're in the middle of a lockdown. No one's supposed to be coming or going.
Surcharge. Oh.
And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'm waiting right here.
Here we go! Try another weapon!
Find you!
Okay, so we do have a marauder issue here. Okay, so this thing doesn't do any damage. Okay, so the big ones aren't always locked. These guys are trying to overcharge me, bro.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's Corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration. Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
Okay.
I doubt Rizzo's would ever shed a tear over him.
Hmm, 5.0. Mm, 3.0. Okay. Those are some upgrades.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this.
Come out! Come out to play!
Wow, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Sounds like it's coming from here.
This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Okay, but there's a case there, so it means I Oh, okay, I see. Ugh, jeez. End of the whole world.
Easy.
Oh, no. Hack that. There's still stuff here. Somebody was doing some drugs. Must be so hot, like right here. Must be like a crazy, like, heat difference. Blueberry Hut Hut.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
Sorry, can't talk. We're busy having a very tedious conversation.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my instant coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this lass. I think it's mightily more likely that she's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late.
Trouble?
Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you? Whether or not I like it, yes. Yeah, quotas are higher than ever because of the upcoming release of Spectrum Brown, but we haven't been hitting them. Frankly, it's ridiculous. Our workers are all about 30% more productive than usual. They keep getting injured, which is setting us behind. I blame the treatment Rizzo's keeps making them get. Look, they don't tell me the specifics. All I know is that the workers leave their typical morose selves and come back more chipper than an automechanical woodcarver. Look at Jacob, our groundskeeper, if you ain't met him. If he were any less personable before, I'd have had him replaced with a trained canid. Now he's all smiles. It's like the workers all forgot their 10-minute workplace safety seminars. And that's twice as long as the next leading brand. Our people should be safety experts. And yet, I've seen folks step on open electrical wires, drop pallets on each other. One damn fool even blundered into a mosquito hive. Even as he died, he looked fairly pleased. Oh. Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until...
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, At the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. Oh, you know, nothing particularly troublesome. Just rogue exterminator mechanicals, opening fire on anything that twitches within 300 yards of them. We've also got a large group of new saplings, all dead from some kind of toxic substance. Poison, I guess. And who could forget the tower processing console, which probably just shorted out and stopped working on its own, even though it's outfitted with 3 separate backup systems?
There are a suite of explanations for what could have happened, most pointing to Rizzo's worker incompetence. My people didn't sabotage anything.
Yeah, it was what I mentioned earlier. I swear, if I didn't know better, I'd think our workers were getting hurt on purpose. Thank the law. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
You're back. How's the... Well, so I...
Really now? I consider myself more of a...
There's something else? The mechanicals were hacked. That said, you might want to be... The tower processing console... Got a lot of deads.
I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation. Not...
Especially not...
All right. It seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purple berries or knocking your workers off the...
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and...
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. Well, he's being difficult, as you've no doubt seen. All I'm here to do is enforce an agreed-upon business...
Don't tell me to settle!
Yes. I know what you must be thinking, but no. I'm not here to atomize his kneecaps. I just want Slug to get... Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Official contracts have some rather obscene fees and documentation. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. I'm just here to make certain our friend over there pays on time. Yes. What can Slug... You're welcome to. Nothing that you couldn't observe yourself. I try not to spend... If you haven't already noticed, these orchards are more of a wreck than even some of the cities on Monarch. Nope. Sorry. But this is the first I've visited this area in over a month.
I don't buy it. A real fan would have had more agony in his voice.
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there.
A strong binary opinion. That's perfect. Was this the chippy dude? Use chippers and dippers, indeed. You know of, you a play of, you are the chippiest, hippiest, indeed. Dun, dun, dun. Light assault rifle Mark III. I have one of those. Okay. 67. What's on top of his name?
Well, well,
it's Rizzo's!
Oh,
Welcome to the
okay.
Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I can't tell if she's happy or dying on the inside.
I sure am! Good lamps you got on you to take notice. Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price. I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my third favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio-guided as a special bonus feature. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my fourth favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge. We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided. Which kind would you like? You're in luck. We have one left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound? That's great. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, I wonder if I have something that that would
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing, too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
Huh. Never knew purpleberries grew on trees. Guess you learn something new every day.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
You find anything? That's real good work, Captain. You think the killer was chasing Miss Helen?
effusive host. Effusive host, jeez. This game is like a word a day.
Such lovely weather calls for a harvest, I do believe. Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm pretty sure that grin is permanent.
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket. An excellent decision you most certainly won't have cause to regret. Now, presently, you're standing smack dab in the pride and joy of Rizzo's nearly natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purple Berry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, tarmac, and more. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our mosquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike. Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now? Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
Well, I gotta stop eating these Ferrero Rochers, bro. I'm fucking addicted. I need a snacky snack. I should probably make dinner. Yeah. Ooh, or a Jamaican patty. Jamaican patty, y'all. A little Lloyd's premium Jamaican patty fixeries. How much time is it actually? Blah, blah, blah. Jeez. This is the smallest font. $3.75 for 15. $3.75. That's the numbers of the Lord, and I praise Jesus. $3.75. Jesus is the one that guided me. $3.75. He's the one that the Lord said. $3.75. Jesus knows what time it is. Okay.
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Okay.
Why would I? I am daily filled with bursting happiness by bringing to fruition my life's purpose. This job is a blessing. In fact, I can't say I've ever been merrier in my whole life. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore. Pollinization by killer mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing. Of course. Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling. That's right. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest. Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also... She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go. Pollinization by killer mosquitoes. When a pollinization cycle... Of course.
Okay.
So you'd best... What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to... Grisly stuff, that. I heard the poor gal got her brain pan bashed in. Not that she probably had much rattling around there to start with, if you know. Someone hit her in the head, real hard. Then she died. Can't imagine who might have had the hitting power to crack a skull. Well, aside from one of our tossball hackers, I guess. But no Rizzo's employee would commit such an atrocity. We're far too content with life for that. Won't find an unhappy No diddly-dee-dum, you won't. Of course. I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Yeah, what's up?
I wonder what Junlei's up to.
Alright. Gonna. Hoi, 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 hoi. Alrighty. Sorry. A friend called for my plans for tomorrow. Okay, so what are we doing? We came from there. I guess we're going here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oof, that was really far.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Cool. Okay. So we know where she went.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oops.
Feels good. Feels fun. Wanna do your quiz? Get off!
Be your friend!
Okay. Oh yeah, I went to more footprints too.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Drunk lobber.
Here we go!
Yeah! That's what you get! It's working, boss!
Wait, am I on some fucking side mission now? Okay, yeah, so exactly. Okay, so that's gonna be separate.
No! Please don't hurt me!
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as... Timeline discrepancy detected near... Timeline discrepancy detected... Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay.
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's Hothouse Conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious... Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed Sissy Pig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note, Rizzo's discourages inhalation of its safe and natural liquid fertilizer. In case of accidental inhalation, please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible. Remember, you are part...
Okay.
Stand in awe before... No.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the... that can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Very funny. If you were Edna, you would have stabbed me in the throat halfway through the second word of my first...
Oh, this poor fella's lost.
I'm getting old, damn it. And after a while, anything that isn't a plant gets hard to distinguish from anything that is, but no. Though you do smell a bit like her, like blood and starship grease. You must be that freelance inspector. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not... Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet... I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs, not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like... Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame. I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could... That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Yeah. I guess it depends how much you pay for the workers.
You say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our waspitos, they come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers. Well, yes, if there's an equipment malfunction. The pollinization cycle will have to be manually shut down, which means traveling to hive control while the waspitos swarm.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected near... Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints. Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints. Timeline discrepancy detected.
Incoming!
I'll show you happiness!
This reeks of unhappiness! Oh yeah! That's funny! What's conception? Follow me! I wanted to make you smile! I never felt so damn good in my life! Everyone all right?
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Nobody messes with you, boss!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards. Chemical makeup of substance, 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry Orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Looks like Tossbox to completely obliterate the picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper class mating
The
ritual.
only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
I seen Birdie snap a tossball stick in half before. It happened right after the Darlings stole the quarterfinals from the Rangers last year.
Okay.
Oh, hey! Are those wasp keto hives? Don't worry, I'll keep my distance.
Comb.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading, console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard. Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
So how's it taste? Wait, let me guess.
Okay. Okay, but where is she? Why is that stealing, but the other one's not?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
So I can't... Oh, so unlocking things, but it wasn't stealing, right?
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to... It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
It was,
I wish you'd just said it was terrible. The pity stings were... I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just... But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me. Laws, you've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh? My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position. Mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think. Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say. Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone. Mother did mention that from time to time, but she always kept me far away from her work. Who could complain about happier workers and higher profit gains? Let me know. What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help. Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards. I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the... Hold a moment. You haven't found any... Well, yes. The orchards are becoming overrun with pests. Usually we give workers handguns and tell them to go to town. Our exterminator automechs only kill mosquitoes. And even then, only if an exec somehow ended up in the orchards during a pollinization cycle. The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the... Believe me, I know that now. Guess I... Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on... Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slap that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
This is why you should only ever carry one set of clothes.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings. How did you notice? The diagnostic normally takes hours, and that's only if humidity's low. I wanted to take the initiative to try and make it faster. Law's alive. I really did think I was doing good by the orchards, but with all that you've told me, it sounds like I know it's a lot to ask, but is there a chance you could vouch for me to my boss? It might not seem like it, but I've been trying to take the initiative. I guess I'm not sure what more to say. I suppose I just hope you'll make the right decision.
Okay. I thought I already checked the picnic. Okay, so I guess I gotta talk to dude and decide if I'm gonna rat her out.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet? All right. A drink? I ain't ever heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. You're...
Ha! Knew Slug was behind.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would have lost that bet. Thanks.
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying... Reckon they've got something in common with the Waspitos then. Probably why Slug just set the mechanicals to attack.
In your delusional fantasy, the Waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollination cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking your... I mean, a Slug agent could have initiated hive control with the intent to initiate a pollination cycle and stop it just as quickly.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetents. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug?
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it... You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything. But the peace of mind...
Captain, we ain't gonna tell him who did... It was Anna Summers. She was trying her...
Summers? The intern? I didn't really take her for a meddlesome type. But now that I think about it, that's... Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get.
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go.
Never like paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished, thoughts?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have this
Now that that's out of the way, we can discuss the intern. If she was really causing all that trouble... Ha! Good one. You're dead... Oh. Wait a second. I get it. You've gone nuts. And here I was, hoping I'd finally be able to catch a break with your arrival. The intern stays. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Here's your pay. Now I gotta start thinking.
Alright, so, yeah, more or less everybody's happy. Alright, so what's going on with these? Aren't these, yeah. Do I want to deal with any of that? Okay, so we were already there. I thought we searched the picnic. I guess there was more to see. Because I feel like, well, I guess I didn't realize at the time, but I'm like doing 3 quests at a time in the same area, essentially. I already... Oh, I thought it... ID? Oh, you see, I would have probably needed this card to be able to call them back, but I think I just hacked it. Jeez, how many bottles did they fucking put inside of it? That we... Oh, damn. I am burdened by your... Plasma rifle 2 is what I have. Light machine gun Mark 3. Yeah, I'm about to switch out from... I think I'm going to put light machine gun, heavy machine gun, and assault. No, and plasma. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one. Shoddy I haven't really used in a while. Flamethrower might have position. Oh, plasma 3. Oh, 66 light. Oops. Stop looking at me still.
It's our boss!
Did I hear something? I just wanted to make you smile!
Everyone all right?
Yep.
I don't know if you're keeping count, but I'm pretty sure every lab in this colony's got some horrible experiment going on. And yeah, I'm counting Doc Wells, too.
Including Doc Wells. And I made up my mind. Oh.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
That's awful. Wonder if this poor fella had a family.
How in the eighth get in here. You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will. Pardon the blue blazes out of me, but who in the name of the Eternal are you? I'll have you know, I am Dr. Leora Blossom, the head of research and development. Now, perhaps you couldn't tell by the empty lobby and general state of disarray, but this is no... No, you're right. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab. Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two. Excellent. You have my gratitude and soon... Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in...
These people don't deserve to die, Captain.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now.
Okay, but I feel like you guys are the ones who are going to try to kill them, not me. I don't know how I'm supposed to get there.
Guessing they film all their advertisements here. You know, if this whole place came crashing down, it'll make the colony a better place.
Okay.
Keep him quiet, Cap. That's a lot more Rizzos than I ever want to see in my life.
I just want to be your trial! It would seem the erratic footsteps of my pacing delirious employees have ceased. So I presume the sedative worked. Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Too late. Nothing interesting here. The cat. The cat went to sleep in my gym bag. But the gym bag was sort of half off of my table, and he just rolled off and fell. Jeez. No, she just like stretched and slept on the floor. What's going on back here? Uh-huh. Oh, an open fridge door. Yeah, that's annoying.
Inspector makes you sound like a buttoned-up bureaucrat. If it's all the same to you, I think I'll stick to boss.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you.
What's on your mind?
No.
Dr. Blossom was a horrible person, but she was going to cooperate with you. Somebody wanted to keep her quiet.
Somebody killed them?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
What do you think happened? Yeah, me neither. And that gunfire didn't sound like a plasma rifle.
Viet?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay, this is... This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject, a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Exploitation reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these...
Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here mere moments earlier in the timeline.
See that red wire? Whoever cut that wire was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the fail... Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Somebody around my... wouldn't have been comfortable or, you know, clean. Ventilation shafts usually...
Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Okay. So these are two different things. Again.
We gotta hunt this killer down, boss. They're not gonna stop until we do.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the wasquitos for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
I don't really know what a wasp keto is, but I think we're about to get educated in a hurry.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Incoming!
Oh yeah, that's fun. I just wanted to make you smile.
I'm guessing we can't just cut a path right through this maze, right?
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them. Laws alive! Rizzo's has finally sent their strong armors, I see. Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo staff. Are you not with Rizzo's? Between the lockdown and the fiasco at the Grand Colonial, there are more interesting places for the average colonist to be, which leads me to believe you're no average colonist. Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching. I'm sure you have questions. I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen. Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in. Two buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems. Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect while also damaging their capital. It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's falls further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash.
Well, all right. Oh, had to take a little pee-pee, fix my little baggie with my little kitty. Yeah, kitty, maybe don't sleep in my bag. Well, I don't mind, actually. Come. Actually, no, I do mind. I don't want all your cat hair when I go to the gym.
Well, don't consider my offer too long. The longer we wait... I do indeed. Worse... When the... Hope...
System performing.
Here they come! One down!
Investigating.
That's the last of them!
I don't know why the flies are still out. I'm pretty sure I Okay.
I'm keen.
Something else!
Exiting.
That's the last of them!
Had to hurt. Well?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rissos and should not be in common use.
Okay.
last of him!
I don't know if I want to give it to him, huh?
My word, stranger, you sure gave me a fright. I thought you were one of those strange sorts heaving all over the place. Maybe they got a bad batch of purpleberry wine. Since you don't seem to be laughing maniacally or projectile vomiting, think you could do me a favor? I'm trying to come up with a new name for a glacial age product, but the creative side of things just isn't my area of expertise. Oh, okay. Hell no! Who'd sightsee in a place like this? I've nearly stepped on 3 landmines, and I just had to crawl through a hole in a hedge. When you hear the word maze, do you typically... Hey, when a body hasn't contributed to her R&D team in what feels like months, she starts to pursue any leads that come her way. I tested into this job, same as anyone else, but there was a malfunction with the testing equipment during my final assessment. Makes me think that maybe I wasn't cut out for this. No matter what the scores say, it ain't easy for me to make things. Only had a few successes, like little cysties, pustules that pop, or my no muss, no fuss biodegradable bullets.
The B is for bullets. The B is for bullets, and bullets are for bees. Bees are for bullets, you and me. Good. What is growing in my coffee pot?
What? You know about those? I mean, that's great. Always figured my products were niche. That is, unpopular, unknown, and unprofitable. Nice to hear. Close. I want what's in the center. You've heard of the competition, right? Whoever gets to... My eyes on the rare Rizzo's product, namely the Spectrum Original, the first product...
So you're just gonna steal somebody else's formula?
Ooh, this is dandy. I was not expecting any feedback from field testing before I'd even created the product. I'll be sure to jot... All I need for my prototype is the original... Reckon not. I've seen a couple of folks... One's a lawyer. You can tell by the smell of cigarettes, booze, and tears. Must sense there's a lawsuit to be found with the original. Also ran into a woman with a funny look in her eye. Plain told me she wanted the prize so she could stick it on a shelf. Hell's the... My, oh my. Wouldn't it be one...
Come!
Investigating.
Pass that over!
Greetings. Have you brought your auto-mechanical to the service technician lately?
Oh, 90 in intelligence. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I'm doing back rolls. I'm having lower back issues. I have a roller. Oh, there it goes. Trying to pop my vertebrae. Or realign. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh. Oh, this feels real good. Oh. Jeez. Just having it under my hips, allowing my hips to like push up and open, like just that alone feels so fucking good. Oh. Oh. I'm doing stretches with the roller underneath my hips. Ugh, it's opening up my hips so much. Oh, that felt real good.
Respectfully, I think there are better places to try to sell things than the middle of a hedge maze. Judging by this exchange, I presume you are not the person I was waiting. You're not covered in a layer of dirt, fertilizer, and... Listen, I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information that's as much...
Why do I get the feeling she's scared of talk?
I take offense to that. You mean you honestly haven't heard? Either you're damn good at faking. To coincide with the Spectrum Brown unveiling, Rizzo's plan to... I believe they intended... No. There's a bottom feeder who sees an easy payday connected to it, but he's hardly worth... I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use the original as a springboard for upward mobility. Better than letting it rot, but still not ideal. What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't watch much in the way of serials, and crowds only make it easier for people to get by and not to drink. Have you noticed that there's no trace of anything the corporations have done in the past? In fact, this contest for the original is the only time I've ever seen a corp refer to a prototype product not currently on the market. And why isn't it on the market? Indeed. And it's happened before. Seems the Corp are trying to hide their past failings. Anyhow, think fast. Keep your voice down. Nobody of consequence. Think of me as an archivist. I take the recalled Spacer's Choice Powerhead. It was a shotgun shell on a stick, apparently supposed to be used like a spear. Had a tendency to ream the user's torso with buckshot. Corps don't want the common man to know about screw-ups like that, which is why I keep my actions decidedly in the shadows.
Okay. I'll keep it just in case, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, number 3. I don't think I've had one of those. Okay, so this is where I came from before. So let's just get out of here.
Incoming!
Versus the Brain Eaters.
The brochure never...
With Halcyon...
What floor would you...
Hey, Cap. Looks like they finally sent someone to clean up Helen's mess. At least I hope that's what he's here for.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like. Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are... I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable and secondly, I'm just here doing a job. I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message, something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was... You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you what? But please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. The pilot house complex. Meet me there.
Okay.
There's no room service, right?
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production. The orchards can be a dangerous place, but something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. You have my attention. That's deeply upsetting. Doctor, we have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon... Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next... Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share... Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be... Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak... A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. Thank you for bringing this to my... That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer... A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little... Yes, I share your... This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. Did you discover... This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't... My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now. Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Cologne... I... Huh. That's disappointing. Rizzo's holds their tossball team to high standards. In any case, let me apologize for this. Was there any...
Okay. Why is it going lower?
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
You think they'll let us expend...
Alright, can I... Oh yeah, everybody's here, okay. 221. Okay, let's switch that out. 390. He does like his, 4, 2. Okay. Grenade launcher 5. Ooh, yeah.
The booze?
Okay. Okay, for now.
What floor? Oh, what? To the left.
pristine. Okay, so 2.0 we don't need anymore. 3.0. 2.0. Mark II. Yeah, it's a big difference, like double. Okay. Okay, so I've just been to like one part, essentially. So I guess I'm going to call it. I guess I'm just going to position myself over there. Oh, no bueno.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Did I hear something? Looks like we're doing this. I can't hear you.
I just want to be your friend.
Let me scare my dog.
That's the last of them for the chuckles, you are.
Why is this so shitty?
Oh, look here. I could use a new pair of glasses. Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Come take a look.
Okay. I'm not sure where these little parasites came from.
I say, this pocket watch. If you lose anything else.
Yeah, might have to take off the wonder weapon, huh? It's getting expensive. So even then, 85, 102, like, light assault rifle is just, like, so much better. Let's see. Switch it up just to see. Plus, I look more badass in black.
Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink?
Okay.
I knew... Junk. These are people's prized possessions. Huh? Oh. Take a look. Me? And as soon as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back. So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and who'd think Slug would be? Let's see. There's docking without prior authorization, double docking, docking into adjacent vessels, docking while under the influence of alcohol, docking while under the influence of caffeinoids. Well, I'm sure they'll go easier on the inspector than on little old... But say, maybe you could help us drink...
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
That was weird. Oh, maybe with my hacking now I can see inside of them before.
Wow! Nice work!
Thanks, bud.
You're sure he's not in the museum?
Even if he is, no one will think you dressed the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first. If anything, he's dressed the same as me.
We're all part of the Rizzo staff.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna call it here. Current XP needed. So I'm halfway on the XP train. preview what's inside. Yeah, lockpick speed increase. Find pristine item chance 100%. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. All right, G to the G to the he to the ZZ. Catch you guys.